My name's Barney Dorman and I'd like to talk to you about my business, Log Delivery. Log Delivery was started by my annoyance of buying logs inside London. Currently, when you buy logs inside London, you have to wait in all day, sometimes they're late or don't even turn up. And when it does, the logs are often wet or of poor quality. Log Delivery is like online food shopping. You order to a 3-hour arrival time, 7 days a week during the winter months. Surrey is the most wooded county in the UK, with woodland covering 23%. The reasons for that is a lot of it is on steep verges and very difficult to access, or it's small plots of privately owned woodlands. And this makes using machinery for extracting the timber very difficult or impractical, which is why using horses is a fantastic option for bringing these woods back into management. By investing in Log Delivery, you'll be helping us manage these difficult woodlands by using horse logging methods. Now, we've got Dan here prepping up the horses. How you doing, Dan?
Good, thank you.
Great stuff. By investing in Log Delivery, you'll be helping us manage these beautiful woodlands using horse logging methods. Now, horse logging methods allow us to access difficult sites, not only giving us reliable source of environmentally friendly logs, but also to help create the habitats that wildlife needs to flourish.
Well, we've been onto sites where we've been working alongside machinery. When we've left the site, you wouldn't know we'd been there at all. Just a little bit of scuffing, where obviously, you know, in wet conditions, machinery will rip the place to pieces and take a long time to repair itself. The horses, a couple of days later, you wouldn't know we were been there.
So one of the people we'll be working with is Anthony, who's a local kindling supplier, and all his wood comes from no more than 5 miles away from where we are today.
If there was no management here for a further 20 or 30 years, then these plants would completely decline because there isn't enough light.
I'm here with Sean today, who will be doing our forestry management plans. We're in this woodland looking at what native species are here. We're looking at soil types and really just to get a general idea of what kind of management has happened over the last 70 to 100 years.
But as you can see, it's overgrown and the term is it's neglected. The ground flora has diminished, and I think that by getting sustainable management, by bringing horses in rather than heavy machinery and working the woodland as it would have been in a cyclical manner, starting in one point, working your way around the wood until the material is ready, you're back to that point again, is the way to go. Woodland management isn't something that we can do alone, which is important why I like to work with companies such as Log Delivery to ensure that the management of the site follows the plan that I've written, that it pays attention to the sensitive areas, the areas of archaeological or ecological interest, so that we preserve the trees that need to be preserved and only work in those areas that are designated for work. And that way we get a sustainable resource in terms of logs, which everybody I think is happy to buy.
A lot of the chestnuts, which are really big, is coppicing that's been allowed to grow too long, and so that, you know, they're several hundred years old, some of them now. They've just got basically out of control.
One of the forests we'll be working on is with Louise, who has an ancient woodland that hasn't been managed for about 70 years because it's on a very, very steep hill. And what that has happened is the rhododendrons have moved in, and this has had a detrimental effect to the ground flora and wildlife.
To be honest, we own the woodland by default. We moved out of Sussex into Surrey, found this fantastic site, developed the house, and then we had the woodland to manage. And for 12 years, we've done absolutely nothing with it. But suddenly I thought, oh my goodness, we really have got to get this under control, and called in Sean to give us some advice and created a woodland management plan. It would be fantastic if Log Delivery could take over the management of the woodland. It's a bit like a millstone around your neck, and it would take all the worry of the woodland away from me. And if it could be done with horses, which is natural, not only is it better for access, but it's bringing the whole natural thing back to the woodland, which I would love, rather than seeing a whole army of machines turn up.
So this is Log Delivery. You've seen we've got everything in place. The thing that is missing is you and your support. And what we need is investment. Thanks very much for watching.